1549. I will never know all there is to know, but I will not give up trying. Through all of this, I will continue my search for truth, and I will always strive to understand. I believe that creation comes from destruction, much like order out of chaos and light from darkness. Before you can build something on a strong foundation, you have to rip up the ground and remold it, and pour on fresh cement, fresh ideas and feelings. Over the years, I've torn myself apart. I've put myself in many places and fought my way out, jumped naked into the deep end and struggled to stay afloat. As I look into the future, I can predict more trials and tribulations, more pain, conflict, tough times, but love and good times as well. I will fail many more times, yet I also will succeed in those places where I failed before. Through my writings, I have seen who I am, and I can understand why I do some things I do. I condescend to a lot of people to make myself feel smart. I flaunt a lot of the things I have because for some reason I am proud of a lot of possessions. I talk to people very often in a tone that says to them I am better than them, and that no one has seen the things I have and I am more worldly. We all know this is false. The truth is I'm still a child inside this new man's body. I still cannot support myself or maintain financial stability, but I'm fully aware of this and continue to try. I'm scared of all the wrongs I've committed to others, and ashamed of things I've said and things I have written, but I continue on. I am no different than anybody else. I am the same. I am not special by any means. I am just me. One of 6 billion pieces of crap. I just pretend to be unique. What have I seen these last few years? What have I learned? I lost the woman I spent 2 years of my life with, my first real love and relationship. I drove her away by my childish and selfish actions. I treated the one who I now love like crap because I placed the blame on her. I didn't take responsibility for what I did, and I tried to hate her while loving her in secret. I wallowed in self-pity and wanted everyone to feel sorry for me. I lost my best friend. Well, he lost me. It could have been saved, but neither gave in to what is right. We just sat back and waited, and it ended before we knew. I attempted to make something more of myself by going to college, but reverted back to my elitist mentality and said I didn't need school, when the truth is I couldn't hack it and didn't want to put forth energy. I was in a car wreck which could have claimed my life, but instead it opened my eyes to love that was right before them. And I've never been happier. So that's good. I've become a lot smarter due to my reading habits, but even there I could improve by trying to understand the books being read, as opposed to just trying to read as many as I can just to say I did. My family basically ended, although it just changed. My parents divorced, and the way I lived my life for 20 years has changed. It feels like yesterday I was 18, and the day before that I was 10. I got myself into debt and am slowly crawling out of that hole. I still have not accomplished too much since high school. There are many things yet undone and unlearned and not quite understood. Looking into the future once more, here's what I see. I will leave the house I've lived in since 1984, leave the neighborhood and memories, maybe even get my own place with a friend. Perhaps my job will change, a new friend will come, an old friend will leave. That one who's gone already will grow even more distant. That girl I love will be a blurry image and weak voice in my mind. The girl I love now may squeeze me tighter or open her arms and release me. Her love for me may fade or mine for her. I hope not, though. Many of these things frighten me. Many make me feel warm and fill me with hope. Still, I feel something dark ahead. Death or pain. Mine or someone else's. No matter what, I will hit it all head on. I do see that I have matured. I do see I'm making progress. I do see I could be more in my life. I do see a happy ending. I understand that just because I fall doesn't mean I can't climb back up. I understand that just because I cry doesn't mean I'll always miss what I lose. I understand that soon my life will change more, in good ways and bad. I understand that I'm the creator of my own world. I understand I'm responsible for the way my life goes. I understand that I am somebody. I understand tomorrow will be okay. I understand that all the days that came before me served a purpose. I understand that while I study and analyze the past, the future passes me by. I understand that I'm a tall, skinny, kind of attractive, somewhat funny, slightly intellectual white suburban male who drinks too much soda, has bad teeth, a yellow toe, some pimples on his back, is bad at listening, is pretentious, egotistical, conceited, and arrogant, has an affinity for younger girls, a penchant for sex, who masturbates too much, never acts as much as he talks, thinks he is better than others, sometimes two-faced, sometimes lies, slightly racist but tries not to be, lazy, self-centered, mooching but still very giving, neurotic, self-serving, depressed, occasionally a false bourgeois, full of delusions of grandeur, quits a lot of things before he finishes, lives in his mind, tries to be what he is not, is embarrassed by who he is and things he does, a cheat, a womanizer, a user, a cynic, a pessimist, a bad friend, a rebel, an outsider, a piece of shit, and a fucking fake, of an elitist mentality, makes fun of people who live their lives the way he wishes he would let himself live, horrified of change, yet I will face the coming days with full knowledge of my faults and of my strengths, and that my work is not finished and my life still has to be lived. I will wake up tomorrow and read this and know what I am and who I am. And for now, that is all I need to understand.